had said that Christian might even played a little bit more than he anticipated. What did you think of the way he started, and could it have gone much better for him, do you think?
Yeah, it definitely couldn't have gone much better. I was really excited. We were able to get him the ball early, just kind of get him going, and then him to make those explosive catches down the field. He just looked like, the old Christian, which was great. And I think, over these next few games, we'll just keep ramping him up more and more, and he'll just be that same player that he's been throughout his whole career, which is awesome.
Matt was saying that he's kind of saw glimpses of that from Christian in practice even before. I mean, you never expect a guy to come back from an ACL in first games like that. Was there a play that you can remember during his build-up where it's like, oh, he's still him?
Yeah, I can't remember specific plays, but there was a few of them where you just felt his speed down the field. You saw him make downfield catches, and you're like, all right, he's feeling pretty good. And I mean, you guys saw him working out the last couple months on the sidelines, him running down the sidelines, and he was just ready to go. And it was a great job by our training staff, or by him, just getting back to this point so quickly. It's been pretty impressive.
Have you seen enough from Wilson to give him some more snaps, or does Jacobs need all those snaps to get oiled up and to be as effective as he's going to be for a full game?
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen from Emmanuel's been great. He's done everything we've asked of him. He's gotten the ball. He's run hard. He's protected the football for the most part. He's been very productive in the pass game. He's blocked. Josh is going to be our guy, and we're always going to try and maximize his reps for sure. But I think it's nice to have a guy like Emmanuel that can go in there and do a really good job for us. And so far, he's proven that.
And what kind of progress and growth have you seen from him? Going from a guy that was just an undrafted guy always claimed to kind of being that de facto.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just him playing that confidence that he plays with. When he gets the ball, you can feel him. He's running downhill. He's breaking tackles, and just doing a really good job making plays for us.
Sunday night, the best you've seen Jordan play?
Yeah, it has been. He was on fire. He was playing with a lot of confidence. He was finding the open receivers, making really good decisions. And just doing a great job executing, and then just making some great plays on his own, which is awesome. I think that was probably one of the best games he's played here.
How'd you evaluate the play at right guard with Ryan and Morgan?
Yeah, I thought they both did a nice job, and it's kind of the same thing. They're just kind of a weekly deal where we just compete during practice and see how it goes.
Is that a fluid situation in the game?
Well, in the game, yeah, we kind of have a plan, and then it changes as it goes if we need to. But I like kind of what we're doing now, because I just like having those guys involved, and I think it just helps both of them just be involved and play, and they both do a good job. So yeah, it's just kind of a fluid thing.
Do you just divvy up their snaps in practice pretty evenly and then decide on the weekend if one of them's going to play, or do you do that during the week and one gets more?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a weekly evaluation of kind of the snaps they get throughout the week, and just how you feel about the matchups and everything like that. And both guys, they both work other positions too, just in case they need to back up in other areas. So yeah, it's just kind of a fine line of navigating all those things.
Do you think you've pinpointed where, some of the combination blocks where guys have come free and you just haven't been able to get Josh free? Have you been able to identify why it's happening?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Is there a lot to it that, is it just practice that you have to?
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down, a lot of them is just executing the call and then playing with better fundamentals. So I think that's a big thing for us, is just doing a better job fundamentally. And I love our effort. I love how hard we're playing. I love our attitude. We just need to do a better job focusing on our fundamentals for sure.
Is it a communication issue too? Because I think one time Zach Tom pointed to a guy who was going to block, and Josh Jacobs came over and blocked the same guy, and the guy
you're talking about in pass protection?
Yeah,
there's
pass protection, but
we've had a couple issues there where we've cut guys loose, but I think for the most part it's been pretty tight.
does Does that happen in the run game much at all? Has that been?
I mean, yeah, there's some guys that we haven't blocked at times, so, you know, when you're running plays, you just got to make sure you get hats on hats, and I think that's the biggest thing for us, getting the run game going to be better, is just making sure we're allowing Josh to get through the first and second levels more consistently.
What have you seen from Carolina's run defense on the whole? Obviously, they got roughed up pretty bad last week. The previous few games, they played really well.
Yeah, I would say that they're missing a lot of guys up front and linebacker wise, and I think that's hurting them. And they're kind of a bend but don't break defense where they're going to play an umbrella shell and kind of got their 5 across fronts up front and try and just stuff the ball inside. I think Derek Brown's playing really well. Their interior player, he's doing a really nice job. And they have some other interior players that are pretty good. They do a good job clogging up the inside. So, yeah, it's just going to be another good test for us this week, handling that defense and just taking a step forward with us as an offense.
Going back to Jordan, if you going into that game, you know that Josh has the calf, and so the run game, you don't know how much you can get there. The idea of him having 37 passes, would that have been something that you would have expected, or how much was that just kind of how it unfolded?
Yeah, it kind of unfolded as we were going when we just felt the production that we were getting from the passing game. I think that's one cool thing about our offense is like we're very multiple and we can run the ball, we can throw the ball, if one's working better than others, it's not like we have to, you know, go back to the run game or the pass game. We can just kind of lean on what's working and adjust as the game goes. So, yeah, I wouldn't have expected that, but I wasn't surprised either, just with obviously the weapons we have, the plays that Tucker was making and all those guys just making down the field. Yeah, it was great to get that going for sure.
How significant do you think that is for Jordan and his development? You know, a young quarterback's best friend is the run game, and so
Yeah.
a week where you have those questions there for it, and you be able to put the game on the passing game, on the quarterback, and him to the
Oh, I think that, yeah, it's very significant. And also just him trusting, you know, not necessarily like you have to make the big play. You can just get the ball to your playmakers and they'll make plays too, right? They'll break some tackles, they'll get some explosive runs. So just trusting all the guys around you. And I think he's done a really good job of that as this year's gone on. So yeah, it's been fun to watch.
You mentioned about Carolina's style of defense. How many times have you faced a team whose style you expected and you got something else defensively this year? Has that happened?
Oh yeah, that happens quite often, yeah, quite often.
Does that happen to you guys more than it does to most teams, or do you find that that's how it
Well,
is?
I can only speak from our perspective, but yeah, I think people sometimes change up what they're doing when they play us, just because they know like they have to play a certain style in order just to contain all the different weapons that we have, whether it's in the pass game or the run game. So yeah, we definitely have to make a lot of adjustments as the game goes, just because of that reason, for sure.
So you go into this game plan, are you sure they're going to stay to that, or?
No, I'm not sure about anything, but you kind of go and see what they do, and then you have your plan, and then, again, you just got to make adjustments as the game goes, for sure.
You don't make like a second play call sheet or, you know, like a backup play call sheet or anything like that, do you?
Yeah, sometimes,
You know?
depending on how things are going, yeah, for sure. Or you just have like a separate little list of things in case you're getting certain looks or coverages or different fronts, whatever it is that you think you might get, for sure.
As a former line coach, what do you feel the way that Banks has played? Obviously, you guys paid him a lot of money with a lot of expectations that come with that.
I think, you know, obviously, beginning of the year, banged up, all the groins, backs, things that he had, and I think every game he's played, he's looked better and better and better, and I think this game was no different. He had his best game here. I thought he did a really nice job. He's doing a good job kind of being the enforcer out there, plays with physicality, so it's been good.